You guys beat me out of the French Australian game?
No.
No, Nick watched it, told me about it.
No. France should have won it.
Oh,
France were all over them, then.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
so there's it's a long explanation for that one. My original nickname was Helmet, actually, and then it got changed to Smithy for obvious reasons. Just put a Y. New Zealanders just put a Y on the end of your name. Henry.
Stevie.
Stevie.
Hanny.
Shaggy.
Yeah. My nickname is Ted because I'm pretty cuddly, like a teddy bear. That's how I got the nickname.
That's not true, actually.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the All Blacks press conference. Graham's going to say a few words and then he'll be open for questions.
Oh, am I, Joe? I'm just delighted with the guys. I thought they had a superb second half, showed a huge amount of composure, and well led by Richie and the leaders, and probably the best half of rugby we've played all year, I think.
Jonathan Kaplan can't get the two teams to stop staring at each other. And who's going to give first? Well, the challenge has been laid down. It's been well and truly accepted.
Well, Graham's our leader. He sets a vision, sets a direction.
Yeah, we listen. So Beaver's calling them, we listen what the move is, and make sure we play our role in that move.
He's got a specialist area of defence, so that's his role. So when the All Black defence is swarming and smashing teams over, that's down to Graham's coaching. When it's not, when it's letting tries through, that's because Steve and I have dabbled in the area. An arm wrestle for a start, but as always this group has shown what's under the fern, and it's beating pretty strong.
He's got a huge role, not only from specific rugby point of view, but he's the IT nerd. I mean, Graham and I can hardly turn the blooming things on, but he's an expert at it.
I'll speak for yourself.
Yeah. Tell the truth. The key thing about it, and he's always done this, is that he empowers people. He wants you as a player to think for yourself.
Get up, Smitty.
And I think that's one of the greatest things you can do as a coach. If you can step out of the arena and have your group be able to make decisions and think for themselves and analyse the game, and then effectively you've got a complete player. He coached me for a long time. He actually sent me home once from training.
Here we go.
But we got over that. He said he was wrong and it was okay.
Yeah, Steve's in charge of the forward pack. He has a specialist role with the line out. He also has a specialist role really at the breakdown. So Steve's in charge of the fellows who provide the foundation to the game. He's the guy who gets in tight with people. But in the game itself, the All Black line-out has become a very solid, consistent area of our game. And I think at the moment we're probably, and that's why we're winning, I think we're probably the best team in the world at the tackle area. But Shag has got a feel for that area and coaches it particularly well. Top joker.
So, does he ever get on your nerves?
Occasionally. Yeah, occasionally. We live together 6 months of the year, basically, and my wife gets on my nerves occasionally too.
Oh, geez, cut that bit.
Was that used at all in any way motivational? Was it any?
Yeah, it was great, to see them, when everyone written them off, come out and, play with the passion. And we actually talked about it as a forward pack. I think back's probably the same. We did a few line-outs. So, that's the standard of passion that we need. So, no, it was great to see.
Oh, I'm pleased about that. I didn't know that was going on, Richard.
How was that?
It's a centre round.
Yeah, well, I don't know what much was going on anyway, but that's beside the point.
It's all the backs talked about.
Huh? Richie's been immense, really. Like he's always been an outstanding player, and he leads by example. He wouldn't ask guys to do anything that he doesn't do. So he's often the number one player on the field, as well as being the captain.
Direction. McCaw in a bit of a gap, looking for Tialata. And they'll have to
He also has got huge respect from the team. They all look up to him. They think he's a good man as well as being a great player. So he's the full package, really.
Like, captains aren't great captains from day one. They grow into the job, and he's certainly grown as a leader in the last 12 months. And you know, Graham's you've been great with him, mate, in that you've encouraged him to drive the bus, so to speak, for want of a term, and that's allowed him to grow too.
I think you can include Daniel in on that as well. I think the commitment of those two to New Zealand rugby has been huge.
And the crowd, before they've hardly got back into their seats after the break, look up to see Dan Carter attempting to level the scores.
Daniel, whilst he plays in the quarterback position, he's tough. You know, he tackles like a loose forward. He'll steal the ball if you come down his channel. And to be able to switch from that sort of mentality and then have the fine touch to kick goals takes special person, because a lot of the great goal kickers through history haven't been great in the physical side of the game. They've had to separate the two. He's able to do both, and but he's just a laid-back kid.
A lot of talk about demons on this ground. Do you think you exercised a few tonight?
Oh, no, I think it's been a bit of a media beat-up, quite frankly. We've done it well. You know, you lose rugby games and you lose them all around the world. It's just so happened we've lost a special game here. I don't think the gods are against us. I don't think the demons are there to kill us. It's just we just need to play well, and we played well today.
Enough to get one, but it's still something you'd want, you'd love to have. You know, it's great being a coach, but you're not an All Black. You're only an All Black coach, and there's a big difference.
I remember the first time I got the jersey, I took it to bed with me the night before the match. You know, I didn't want to let it go because it had built up as such an important thing when I was a kid, and it's probably been, other than my marriage and the birth of my boys, it's been the most important thing in my life. It's taken up a third of my life, basically, with playing and coaching.
For me, I was a school teacher, and I was a headmaster for a while. To have the honour of coaching the All Blacks, it just blows you away. Like, it's just immense. And as Steve said, like, it's not like you're an All Black, but and I think it's quite different. I wasn't good enough either. And the selectors weren't very good in my time, but...
Same three that kept me out.
Yeah, exactly. Now I've lost my thread.
Now Wepu. Well, this is Kano. Kano's in!
New Zealand applied the pressure, turned up the blowtorch, and really it started coming by way of turnovers first of all, then they started breaking the line.
Hell of a good test match. Highly competitive, good Welsh side, played good rugby, stretched us a lot, and I think they'll be disappointed with the result, but I think they should be proud of their advancement in the game. They're really playing well. I think they're a very good side. So, yeah, we're really pleased that we played so well and had such a great win.